and the mastery of man over the earth will be renewed. It will come to pass by violence and upheaval, by flames and by fury, for no change comes calmly over the world. In a harsh, arid desert in the ruins of the American West stands the Abbey of the Order of Leibowitz. Within the abbey, monks dedicate themselves to the preservation of documents which survived the great nuclear war of the 20th century. These documents also survived the terror of the simplification. This was a time when rampaging mobs killed the educated and destroyed any records of knowledge they blamed for the apocalypse. This is the setting for a canticle for Leibowitz, a post-apocalyptic tale which examines the cycles of human history and the conflict between science and religion. Despite the grim setting, the novel is often rich with irony and satire. The story is told in 3 parts, with each part separated by approximately 600 years. Part 1. Fiat Homo. Let there be man. The first part of the story is set in the 26th century, 600 years after the Great Flame Deluge. The grand cities of the past are gone, and most of humanity has fallen into barbarism. Vast wastelands infested with savage bandits are all that is left between a few remaining settlements. The church provides the only means to connect the different communities to one another. In this grim world, we meet Brother Francis. He is a novice monk at the Leibowitz Abbey with a passion for learning. As the story begins, Francis is undertaking a vigil in the wilderness. While attempting to build a shelter, Francis discovers an abandoned fallout bunker. The bunker contains many relics from before the war. Francis is most excited by the discovery of documents which bear the name of Isaac Edward Leobowitz. He was the original founder of the abbey 600 years earlier. Francis reports his findings to the abbot of the Leibowitz Abbey, the Reverend Father Arcos. Arcos is a forbidding and austere character who is wary of the young monk's discovery. Regardless, the documents prove to be a source of great excitement within the abbey. Over the following years, the discovery of the documents has dramatic consequences for both the abbey and Brother Francis. Part 2. Fiat Lux. Let there be light. 600 years after the events described in the first story, the Dark Age is ending and a scientific renaissance has begun. In this age of discovery, powerful city-states have emerged, which compete with one another for dominance. One such city-state is Texarkana, which is ruled by Mayor Hannigan. The mayor is a skilled politician and military tactician. He has formed powerful alliances to support his dreams of conquest. For instance, he has made an alliance with the nomadic horse warriors of the plains. The horsemen are a formidable military force. Their leader is the aptly named Mad Bear. Mayor Hannigan also schemes to take possession of the Leibowitz Abbey. His intention is to use it as a base of operations for his military campaigns in the region. As part of the plan, the mayor sends his cousin, Thon Tadeo, to the abbey accompanied by a military escort. Thon Tadeo is a leading scholar of the era and is a passionate advocate for scientific discovery. It is claimed that the purpose of his visit is to review important scientific achievements made at the abbey. The abbot of the abbey, Reverend Father Dom Paulo, is not so sure. He is an intelligent and principled man who suspects Mayor Hannigan may have a much more sinister motive for sending his cousin. Upon arrival, Thon Tadeo is impressed by the technical expertise of the Leibowitz monks. During the visit, the roles of the state and the church in guiding the use of scientific knowledge are fiercely debated. Questions about moral codes used to govern the use of advanced technologies are also considered. Meanwhile, in the surrounding region, Mayor Hannigan launches his plans for conquest. War is once again on the horizon. Part 3. Fiat Voluntas tua, Thy will be done. The final story of the novel is set in the 38th century. By this time, humanity has entered an era of great scientific achievement. Interplanetary travel is now a reality. At the Leibowitz Abbey, the monks continue their role guarding the scientific knowledge of humanity. Reverend Father Dom Zerke is the abbot at this time. He is a decisive, strong-minded individual and maintains a firm commitment to the core mission of the order. Although the world is now blessed with an abundance of scientific marvels, darker human instincts arise and drive powerful nation-states to the brink of conflict. As the first clashes occur, cities are devastated by nuclear strikes. In the wake of the nuclear destruction, many refugees seek shelter within the abbey. Tragically, many of the refugees bear horrific injuries from radiation exposure. Confronted by appalling suffering, the monks are faced with a terrible moral dilemma: how to ease the torment endured by so many while still obeying the moral directives of their faith. As the threat of nuclear annihilation draws closer, those at the abbey must once again act to protect the knowledge they have guarded so carefully for the last 1,000 years. The knowledge must be protected until humanity is once again ready for it.